Breaking 3 with zombies. We gotta break dance these zombies away. No. Sonic was all right. You know, I mean, they made a lot of money, man. I took my godsons to see that, man. It was packed. There was like no seats available. That's how crazy it was. Then there's a big reveal at the end. But anyhow, I digress. Let's get to the point of why we're here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages around the world. Let's get into it. Now, what movie has traumatized you as a child? What is that movie that has come along and said, man, I'm scared to you know what? What is that film? I've never been in a situation where a film has devastated me more than it was always two movies growing up for me. Two films that just did it. That was The Exorcist, The Omen. And mainly, depending on what era you were in, those were the number two, 1 and 2 back to back that got you. The Omen and The Exorcist was normally, The Omen, it was just the music. The music got me. That's what did it. It's like, get out of that! Run! That kid crazy. You be like all caught into that. You can, in blacks, and you know, when they see a horror, it could be science fiction. They see the horror movie. See how he don't want to get a haircut? He probably got 666 in the back of his head. That's the devil. He the devil's son right there. I believe it. You ain't killing me, fool. I'm on to you. Hey, thanks, Alex. I appreciate the super chat. Oh, Hellraiser, the first one. I think the first one was interesting. The second one was so bizarre. That one was, I mean, you gotta be warped out your mind to try to make sense out of part 2. I looked at Hellraiser and said, anybody watching this definitely want to go to hell or are part of hell. And I don't know what the hell is this. With this dirty mattress living up there with this dude with no skin walking around. Hey, and she just making out with him. John! I'm like, what the heck am I watching? I was more disgusted with Hellraiser. Slugs. Ooh, Chris T. Yeah. That wasn't scary. It was just sick. Ugh, the way the little slugs just jump in your mouth. God. That ain't traumatized me. That was just disgusting. But yeah, that was a good one. Slugs. Man, slugs are something else, man. Night of the Demons. Of course. What you mean? A horror movie lesser known. Everybody knows Night of the Demons. Man, Night of the Demons, the intro used to scare me. Angela, Roger, how you enjoying the party? Everyone has seen Night of the Demons. I heard you were looking for Candyman, Itch. I heard you were looking for Candyman, Itch. Oh man, yeah. 13 Ghosts creeped you out as a kid. 13 Ghosts to me was 13 hours of watching a movie that's putting me to sleep. I was not. In modern age, you said the Covenant scene in Indiana Jones. Yeah, well, yeah, that could have done it. For me, things are always a little different. Like The Conjuring right now, I couldn't take it. Like what I could watch when I was younger, I can't watch now. Cause I'll be ready to fight. I'll be looking for weapons in the movie theater. And I'll be like, there's too many people around me. One of these people might be one of them Conjuring people. The Conjuring and then the first Insidious. When I saw the first Insidious with Darth Maul in there, it wasn't even, they didn't even have to show him. All they had to do was play that music. I'm like, that's it. Nobody better sit behind me or you're getting shanked. If the Darth Maul thing come up, he getting shanked. I remember they showed the thing on the wall come out. That Darth Maul, when she saw him, oh, there he is. He was The girl in the movie theater screamed like somebody was killing her. And I said, oh, they got a hit on their hands. Because this is going to be terrifying. I saw that and she just screamed like somebody was trying to kill her. I said, oh man, this is crazy. Return to Oz 1985. Man, if you were scared of that, you better watch cartoons for the rest of your life. Oh, thanks, Kevin, for the super chat. Kevin Finley shows up and shows love and blesses the page. We appreciate that. But for me, The Exorcist did it because I had visuals to go along with the music and the creepiness. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. I'm like, all right, it's working. She coming down. Why don't they just kill her? My thing about The Exorcist was the ending of The Exorcist. The ending was the dumbest ending in a movie I probably have seen in a long time. Well, it was so dumb that this ending happened in Amityville Horror Part 2. That's how dumb. They repeated the same ending in that movie. The first Halloween movie, yes. Because this guy could drive a car. Normally, when someone is coming to chop you up, they ain't driving a car. He was the first one that I seen who could drive. You know, I'm like, look, Freddie, he ain't got to drive. Freddie probably can drive, but Freddie ain't driving unless it's part of the dream world. Jason, he loves getting his miles in. Jason, like, I'm going to get there, don't worry. I'm a creep like this. You ain't going to see me coming. And when you ain't looking, I'm gonna get to running. Jason had the slow creep. Then you got Michael Myers, who come in on the other side of the tip. Michael Myers can get them keys. I don't know where he had time to learn this while he was locked up in that institution since 10. But he put them keys in there. Hit them brakes. And that was that. Oh, Outbreak. That used to terrify me. That outbreak with the monkey. And everybody got sick and was dying from that flu that monkey was spreading. People was getting sick because of the monkey. He scratched him. The monkey scratched him and he got sick and he started making a whole movie theater sick. They had to quarantine the town, burning people up. Dustin Hoffman and him and Cuba had to go find that monkey. Woo wee! The Omen Part 2. Do you realize The Omen Part 2 was not scary at all? That movie was more creeped out than anything, where he learns about himself. And it's funny, he was like, read the part of Revelations. It's all about you. He's got everybody working for him, which really just informed people what they want to know right now. Damien is the president of the United States of America. That's all you need to know. The Omen is just telling you the rise to power. Oh yeah, the wall with his face on it, and it always updates to tell you who is what. The final conflict. See, when they written out the story, this is how the story was supposed to go. He was going to rise to power, and then Christ was supposed to come back and take him down. But they didn't mean Christ. People didn't realize the Omen was a biblical telling story. The first one was a biblical telling movie of the son of the Antichrist coming here, and he's going to spread ruin and all these different things. So he was never supposed to be stopped in part one. All these incidents happen because they has to go through the follow of the plan. So when part two came along and you start seeing his becoming and of his power or whatever that is into him, and by the third act, his power is draining because the power of Christ is coming. But they're thinking, we got to wipe out all these babies. You know, he can't be born. His presence is here. I can feel it. It's draining on me like a weight. So they're going around trying to wipe out all the firstborns, thinking it's them, but it wasn't. It wasn't a child. It was Christ coming back into the spirit. It never said he was going to come back in human form again. So he comes back into the spirit. And people didn't even get the ending. And right at the end, he tells Christ to his face, this is, you think you won nothing. This is only the beginning. Meaning that he had a child. See, that reporter lady that he was sleeping with was supposed to bear his child. And then the new era was going to come. And that's when they had this daughter that came up. And that was supposed to start the Omen Part 4. People didn't remember the 4 with the little girl. The Godfather. Godfather never terrified me. The original Hill House Eyes, yeah, that was kind of terrifying. Portuguese. Yeah, Portuguese, the first one. That clown, the clown in the room scene, that was all any kid needed to see. There was no toy clowns, no stuffed thing in here bigger than me. That was a fact. Any kid who had a toy clown in his room, that scene right there was enough to shut it all down. That was something to Kobe. That clown, he looked under there. That clown was gone. Next thing you know, the clown wrapping his hand around, arm around his throat and choking him. He ripped the stuffing out that clown. Started beating the crap out of that clown. Pajama J. No, that's Panama J. Oh, you say you just came from an Invisible Man screening? Man, I did an interview with the California State Athletic Committee. And because I've done that interview, because I was sending it to everybody, everybody shut me out. I've been completely shut out. They have blocked boxing socialists. We're not even supposed to be at the Tyson Fury Wilder fight based on the fact because the Charlos are crying. See, I know where to apply the pressure. I know where to put the wrench. I put the pliers in there. That's how I got old Charlo. Oh, you must have thought I was playing YouTube. Huh? Crushing on your bone. He must thought I was play tubing. Now, everybody who see your next fight is gonna watch your corner. Y'all gonna have to think of a new way. Somebody said the original It. BG London, of course, if you was a kid and you watched the Tim Curry version of it was terrifying. Because I didn't know what was wrong with that clown. Because here in Chicago, we had Bozo the Clown. So we saw a clown every day with Cookie, his sidekick Cookie, Bozo. He was the most famous clown since Ronald McDonald. So we saw clowns every day. Bozo was shot here in Chicago. Ghostbusters, man, we was never scared of Ghostbusters. We talking about terrifying movies that terrified you. Silence of the Lambs, yeah, Buffalo Bill. Somebody said The Shining. The Shining never terrified me. That was the thing. It had some creepy shots, but I was laughing more at The Shining than anything. Jack's performance, I was too busy laughing, and I'm like, this chick is the goofiest chick ever. And he kept going back to the bar, getting a shot. People understood what was going on with Jack. They was like, why don't she just leave him alone? Can't she see he's doing all this work and she's just causing all this disruption? He's working. Let him work. No wonder why he keep going to the bar. He need a drink. So when he go up the stairs, she ain't got no weapons, and she crack him with that bat and throw him in that doggone freezer. and then, and the guy's talking to him. Well, seems like she's got the better of you. We've underestimated her. Seems like we don't, the rest of us, we don't think you as committed. Oh, I am. Now we think extreme punishment for this type of behavior is necessary because it looks like she's got the advantage over you only for the moment. uh, I don't know. She seems to be quite the worthy adversary. Don't need to rub it in, Mr. Brady. So you're gonna handle this with extreme measures. Oh, beyond. I got your word on that. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then. They let him out, and next thing you know, he went and grabbed that axe, and then the party was on. The party was on. Jack came out and took the brother who flew all the way back there. Daddy needs my help. And Pops come in with that axe. Huh. Jack knocks him out, comes in there, swinging, swinging the axe. Pop. 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 Here's Johnny. A movie called Superstition. High Tension. That's another good movie. That's creepy. It's a Euro movie called Daunt Tension, which means just high tension in English version. I had the European version before it even came to America, and saw that. The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, that was okay. Because I think that was the Sally girl. Don't leave me, Sally. Come on, Sally. Don't leave me, Sally. Come on, Sally. Sally, look at me, Sally. Come on, Sally. I'm like, please put the chainsaw to him right now. Go right for the good. I was waiting for them to take him out. Please get him. Please get him. Oh my gosh, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the Sally man, he had to go. Please, Sally, come on, Sally, come on, Sally, we gotta come on, Sally. I'm like, rev it up. Somebody rev up a chainsaw and go right into his belly and bring it all the way up to that big mouth. Come on, Sally. Come on, Sally. Oh, Sally, it's so tired, Sally. Leave, Sally. Slow down, Sally. Come on, Sally. I'm like, if he say Sally one more damn time, people trying to get out of there, he run it up in the mouth. Don't leave me, Sally. Come on, Sally. I'm like, look, I know y'all chopping people up. Start with him. Start with him right now. Kung Fu Zombie. I would have been laughing so much at the title. I saw a creepy movie by John Carpenter called The Prince of Darkness. That was the weirdest movie ever. They were all waiting for the Prince of Darkness to come back to Earth. And he was supposed to come back in this church that everybody was locked into. It was crazy. And everybody was possessed. His disciples was out there keeping people all trapped in there. And they had this water that was being protected by the church that's supposed to possess it turned people into disciples, the liquid. Yeah, the Prince of Darkness is crazy, wasn't it? And the devil was getting pulled out through that mirror. Father. And that girl got trapped in the mirror because she jumped in there. Man, Prince of Darkness is crazy. My mom took me to see that. My mom took me to see the Prince of Darkness. And my mom was able to point out the racism within that movie. I was too young to understand. My mom pointed out the racistness in that movie as we was watching it. She was like, "See, this is what I don't like. The black guy is the only guy in there. Nobody else was saying a word when they got turned into zombies. And they got the only black guy in the movie. Once he turned into the zombie, he I said, you know what? You're right. My mom was right. She was 100% right. He was the only person who spoke. I never noticed that. My mom noticed it immediately when it happened. She was like, mm-mm-mm. I was so little, I didn't know what was going on. I was downtown. My mom, we were downtown, and I'm like, Mom, oh, the Prince of Darkness. Let's watch this. My mom used to, that's what I'm saying. You never appreciate all the things your mom used to do for you until you get older. I'm like, my mom sat through some terrible movies. She took me to see Chuck Norris movies. We was watching Cold of Silence and all these. I'm like, my mom would to be in the sit in that movie theater and endure some of these movies that she took me to see. Are you kidding me? Oh, thanks, Nicole B. I'm glad you did hit the like button. That's very appreciative. The Golden Child. Oh, we love the Golden Child. We we used to watch the Golden Child. It'd take us 6 hours to watch the Golden Child because we kept rewinding it back, playing different things. I know it's funny. I tell my mom about these movies. She don't know what I'm talking about. That's how much she remembers from the movie. Buried Alive. Oh, The Rainbow and the Serpent. That's one. In the Mouth of Madness is another creepy movie. The Rainbow and the Serpent. That is about the Haiti people, and they blow this dust on you, and you're paralyzed and make you like you're dead. And then you wake up like hours later, and you're already buried. The Rainbow and the Serpent. So why you don't mess with them Haitian boy? They got that dust. Blow it on you, and you paralyzed. Oh, the Toy Master. I mean, Puppet Master. Now you talking about Puppet Master with them little puppets. Evil Dead, the first one, the remake creeped me out. And the remake of Evil Dead was just creepy. And another creepy movie, The Believers. All you gotta know is there's one Haitian crazy guy in there, The Believers. That's all you got to know. Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen Daddy, and the movie Believers. The first 10 minutes of Believers was like crazy. I said, ooh. First 10 minutes, it was about voodoo, all this stuff going on, this Haitian crazy guy. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't get down with this. The Believers is totally off the chart. Y'all ain't ready for that. Children of the Corn wasn't really terrifying to me. It's more like dudes from the hood. I'm like, Malachi is his ace general, baby. He ain't who walks behind you, right? Isaac was just, I'm like, he ain't no enforcer. Just send Malachi out there with that hatchet, baby. Malachi get him straight. Malachi, tell them. Malachi, tearing them up. Get that hatchet out there. Malachi, baby, he's going to work. He who walks behind the rod commanded. I'm like, look, I walk right up to him and smack the dog mess out of him. I can see my boy Drew doing that. My boy Drew, he would never hesitate to smack somebody. He was the chic looch of the neighborhood. He just have a zero nonsense tolerance. Man, look, I'm tired of you sitting up here talking like you know every damn thing. Better shut up if I smack the hell out of you. What you say? It's coming quick. It's coming just that quick. Look, man, you've been doing all this talking. Everybody tired of hearing you saying that. Child's Play, the first one, yeah, when Chucky first talked. Woo! When Chucky, you want to fuck with me, Chuck? I'll show you. Because everybody in the movie theater, we just thought this is part of their imagination. The little boy's doing the killing. It's just here, he's doing some psycho stuff. And as soon as she was like, and there was no batteries in the doll, and they was like, oh my God. And then she was like, go ahead, throw it. She's like, you better talk right now. I'm going to throw you into this fire. You want to up with me, Jack? Ah! The movie theater was in shock. They were paralyzed. That effect you can't get with a sequel, a trilogy. It's gone. It's once over. Once Chucky started talking, that changed the entire movie. Hey, John. Jeepers Creepers, when you get those eyes. That was my cousin's movie there. He loved Jeepers Creepers. When you get those eyes. Jeepers Creepers, where you get those eyes. The second and third one got really stupid, but the first one will always be a classic. When he driving that truck, that was terrorizing to a whole new generation of people who don't remember those old films. This was their generation of horror. Jeepers Creepers. The first Pumpkinhead. Yeah. You a fool, Ed Harley. You gon' die. Then I die. You a fool, Ed Harley. You said Pumpkinhead 2 sucked. Oh, well, Halloween 2, yeah. Halloween 2 to me was more terrifying than 1 because it's in the hospital. Anything in the hospital like that being stalked, hospitals to me already creep me out because, death happens here. A lot of people don't come out of there. So I'm like, look, this is creeping me out. I can't even take it. I'm done. I'm checked out. So I'm like, oh, and he walking around trying to kill her in this hospital. He just killing people in the hospital. Can't take it. It's a movie called Visiting Hours. Just because it's in this hospital. This guy, he tried to assassinate this woman, and he chased her all through this hospital. And he tried to assassinate her the entire movie through this doggone hospital. It's called Visiting Hours. It was the creepiest movie I have ever seen during my childhood. I said, this thing is creepy. I can't. This hospital is freaking me out. And I'm like, hardly anybody seen that movie. It's called Visiting Hours. And it's got my man in there, Michael somebody. Gosh, He's in every movie. He's in Total Recall. He's Richter. He's got famous off the movie Scanners, the first Scanners, when they blow exploding people's heads. Can't think of his name. It's Michael something. He was like, oh, 10 to Midnight's hilarious. Dead Silence is good. That's a good modern one. My man punched Arnold in the face. See you at the party. Arnold rip his arm off. See you at the party, Richter. Man, I cannot think of his name. He's been in like 30 million movies that I have seen. And he always played the same role. Gosh. He was in Karate Kid 4. He's in doggone. Anybody can think of his name? Is it Michael O'Rourke? It might be Michael O'Rourke or something. I remember he was in that Karate Kid Part 4 with the girl. He was the instructor. He fought Mr. Miyagi at the end. God. RoboCop. Oh, I thought RoboCop was hilarious. The first scene with Murr, the murder scene where he blew his hand off. Hey, everybody, give him a hand. He stood up. They just lit him up. He was boom, 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 boom. Maniac Cop. Yeah, now we talking about fun movies. Maniac Cop was never supposed to be. It was never supposed to be taken serious. Maniac Cop was meant to be a hilarious like joke to Hollywood. The Shining. We talked about The Shining, and that was more. It was slow. You know, it was more of a slow pace, like psychological thriller. And like I told you, people didn't. Michael Ironside, there you go, Trail City Ironside, baby. There you go, Michael Ironside. I knew it. How could I forget Michael Ironside? Baby, Ironside. If you wanted to have the villain, he's in the movie Visiting Hours. He's the bad guy in Visiting Hours. Great movie if you get to see it. The Dentist. That's my movie, baby. 1 and 2. The Dentist, baby. I was laughing. So I was watching The Dentist. The dentist is going to work on that tooth. He was in there tearing, and the lady, the assistant, came in there. You just destroyed that woman's tooth. She's like, doctor, can I speak to you for a minute? What? I'm working. He was just tearing her mouth up. You can hear her go, He's like, doctor, can I talk to you for a minute? He was, what? I'm in there working. What? You just destroyed that woman's tooth. Man, I was dying. He was tearing her mouth up. The dentist. Oh my gosh. I was too busy laughing on the floor watching the dentist go to work. I wanted to see him get back in there. I'm going, get back in there, dentist. And speaking of a dentist, there's one guy y'all forgot. Dr. Giggles. Dr. Giggles. Y'all don't remember Dr. Giggles? Yeah, y'all don't forgot about Dr. Giggles. Oh, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. Real world champs. He said he remembered Candyman had the whole neighborhood shook. In the mouth of madness, you a nervous breakdown. Yeah, we mentioned those two. I heard you was looking for Candyman, itch. Cause see, me, I grew up in the Robert Taylor. Cabrini Greens is just around the corner. That ain't nothing for us. So we was used to seeing Candyman. We saw Candyman all the time. It was just like how that dude was. You want to look for Candyman? Yeah, you looking for me? Smack. Knocked up right out. And you pick out the one, ma'am. Say the line. I heard you were looking for Candyman, itch. We used to laugh watching that scene. That was the whole movie for us. Was watching that chick go into Cabrini Greens and get smacked. They'd be, yeah, everybody in the hood. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You coming in there asking for somebody like that. You don't know, no, like we gonna give Candyman to you. Oh yeah, the Fly, the first one when he turned into the Fly. Oh my God, and all that pus is coming out and the head come out. I said, I can't take it. I can't take it. The first species 2. That was more creepy. Species 2. That made me wear a condom everywhere. That was a safe sex commercial if you ever seen. Species 2. Whoo! Condom for life. After that. That was a disease that you didn't want to have. As soon as he go, boom, he go, ah! Have sex in about 10 minutes, she pregnant. She, next thing you know, her stomach busts open, boom, and here come a 8-year-old kid. What's up? I mean, I'm like, whoa, this is so crazy right now. I can't deal with this. Every time. It was just like that. It'd be boom. And he kept repeatedly doing this. Throughout the entire Species movie, it was just him going around nailing chicks. Oh, boom. Blowing them up. Oh, you talking about Misery. The Notebook. Oh, they got this movie that's supposed to be the new Notebook. I was supposed to go see that today. I kind of want to see it with a chick, but I was supposed to review it. So then I got to do the review for Fantasy Island. I haven't done that yet. So I'm a little behind. But don't worry, I got you. Because I'm behind on like 3 movies I'm supposed to do reviews on that I ain't even had the time to because I was doing everything else. The Ring, yeah, the first Ring was terrifying. Now I'll give you that, but that's like new modern day horror. If you real young, that was your childhood, yep. So I might be putting out some movie videos today and getting everybody caught up. So I'm glad we had fun today to do this, but it's time to get to it.